Welcome back to another episode here on the Oshay Duke Jackson Channel. I am your host, Oshay Duke Jackson. And for those of you who are in the live stream, thank you for coming on. I really appreciate you. We had some people that were waiting. Thanks for liking the video. For those of you who are going to be doing the restream, thanks for coming in also as well. Today we have a little bit of a kind of a story time, a kind of a business show, and it's titled, I Found Out What I'm Good At, and Now I Make Great Money. Now, for those of you, you know exactly who this brother is. If you've been on my panels, on my shows the last 3 to 4 months, he's been very, very active. But what you may not know about him is he's very talented in a media production company. He's going to explain what he does and how we got to where he is right now. And that is the AM1 YouTube channel. It's in the description, and you can go ahead and subscribe to him there. He's out of the Bay Area in California, with some of my old stomping grounds there. So let me go ahead and introduce him, introduce himself. What's going on, brother AM1? How you doing today?
Hey, peace Oshay. Peace to the folks on the vlogcast. Big ups from beautiful downtown Oakland.
All right. Let me ask you this, brother. I know you're in the Oakland, California area. Tell us what brought you over to the YouTube space and to the YouTube community, and what made you start creating content over here in this sector.
Man, I mean, I've been doing multimedia type work for years. I mean, I used to MC, I used to rap, been doing graphic design, illustration, drawing my whole life. Got into Illustrator, Photoshop, all that stuff way back early in like late 90s, early 2000s, tying that in with the music kind of stuff I was doing, hip hop stuff here in the Bay Area, just really kind of parlayed that over into more, hobby type work. As far as YouTube, more recently, tapping in with a lot of the Black YouTubers, trying to do some empowering things. Like, I've been checking in with you for a few years, whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the different content creators, really, but it's kind of inspirational stuff. Jason's Black, even Tariq, a lot of the folks, Professor Black Truth, just been soaking that up for years, really. But just kind of thinking myself like, hey, I kind of want to get in the mix with that, be another positive contribution to that. I got, a cool little niche market out here, and can feel I can bring something to the table that I'm not seeing anybody else do based on the kind of work I do. So that's just to summarize it like that.
Okay, let's get into the work that you do. What is the work that you do in your business?
I am a multimedia visual multimedia producer.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's a lot of different things, really. I do graphic design, so static graphic design. I do motion graphics like ads, commercials, 2D, 3D motion graphics, character animation. So that's rigging up characters, the kind of stuff legit you see on commercials, the motion graphic, all the fast moving stuff, the glitchy content stuff. You can see a little bit of what I do on my channel. So there's that. I'm also a videographer.
Okay.
So I'm tying that all together, really, putting in work for my clients. So I work for a lot of different tech companies, nonprofits, up and coming artists. So it's a lot of freelance work, consultant work, contracting work, working with a lot of different businesses and really saying, hey, here's what I would do if I was going to really help you promote your business. Here's the methodologies that I would apply.
Let's deal with that real quick. Here's what I would do. Say that again. That was important.
Yeah, no, it's because it's more than even just myself being a designer. I've been at this for so many years and kind of in so many different lanes that it's not even just as simple as designing. It's really consulting with the client and saying, hey, here's the process I would take. See, the thing is, aside from AM1 Creative, I use AM1, it's basically my initials, the one and only, boy. AM1 Creative, real creative dude, you know what I mean? Been doing it for a while. So I also do my whole own brand. You see this all up here. All studios, just had the shop space that didn't quite work out well. So I'll have my own urban multimedia brand as well. Streetwear, obviously, since I'm a videographer and I do the motion graphics, I do all my own content for my own brand. So essentially I have 2 different lines of business. One that's client facing. Goddamn Amazon. Hold on real quick.
That's I believe the white man. Okay. So why the Amazon is there? Shout out to Gabe A. Okay, for the $10 super chat. Thank you, brother Gilbert. Favorite channel down. Okay, guys, the white man is holding the brother back. So we're just waiting for him to come back on the damn industry. Thank you, Bama's very own. Thank you, brother Gabe. I was just messaging him on Facebook. So guys, don't forget he's back now. Okay. Let me do this real quick.
YouTube,
The white man was holding you back. So, brother, let me ask you this. I know where you are now. Okay. Let's go back to when you were not doing what you were doing. Okay. When was the last time you had a job working for the white man?
I had
his foot on your neck.
That's a great question. I left my last regular ass, punk ass, boring ass day job 3.5 years ago.
3.5 years ago. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about the day job that you were doing. Was it in the same industry?
No, this is just some regular punk ass job. Admin work for a solar company. Before that, I worked for Comcast.
Okay.
Help motherfuckers charge you a grip for your cable. Just sitting at a desk doing some, random whatever shit. But I was also always doing my own music stuff, events, the graphic design work. So that was my side project, side hustle, passion project stuff. You know what it is in the Bay. Everybody got their side hustles and their passion projects.
Let's talk about the Comcast job. Okay. No, let's take me back before that. When you first got into the movie producing, the video producing, all that stuff, what were you doing before that? Before you started actually doing it as a business? I mean, before you started charging, what was your life before you got into that at all?
Oh, I mean, that's an interesting thing because, like I'm saying, over the past, let's say, coming up on 2019, legit the past 20 years, it's been working all these different punk ass jobs, but at the same time doing my own independent stuff. So little by little, from me rapping, doing shows, getting into event production, promotion, hip hop shows, beat battles, R&B showcases, some things I'm performing at. Obviously, I'm curating whole other events. We're doing comedy shows. We're doing dance battles, real hip hop, b-boy shit, like everything real for the culture, for real, before anybody ever said for the culture. So been doing that for a while, all the while working for these other punk ass companies.
Let's go to the punk ass company. Let's go to Comcast. Why were you working at Comcast?
Oh man, it was just a job. Like I needed to work. You know what it is in the Bay. Like it's grimy out here. And I mean, I started Comcast like in 2007. So this is a minute ago. You feel me? So I'm working for that. I was a technician. I was legit climbing telephone poles, climbing under houses, wiring cables with the boots, bringing cable boxes in. I'm knocking at your door. AM1's here to install your cable and hook you up. Legit wiring people's houses, doing that kind of work.
Tell me a story. Work. Tell me your most craziest story. Whether it be with the dog or anything. I mean, any crazy story.
Bruh.
Tell me a story about one of these Comcast.
I'm gonna give you two of them real quick. Okay, Richmond. I worked in the Richmond area, right?
Oh, not the rich.
I'm in the rich, bruh. North Richmond.
You was in the north?
North Richmond. Hey, so I pull up over there. No. But hey, that shit is. Woo!
They got some
pull up over there.
Pussy over there. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Not really, bro. Walking up through the little cuts. Walking up through the little cuts. Hey, you, what's your name? Turn around, look at the chick. Her face looks like a goddamn catcher's mitt. I'm like, no, you don't want to know my name. I don't want to know yours. Get to the door early in the morning. So you know what time that is. Come to the door, cold, sleep in the eyes. You here to do the cable? Come in the house. Get up to the cable box. I'm checking it out. Something's wrong with the cable. I'm gonna go lay back down in the room. And this is a young lady, matter of fact, mind you. Hook up the cable, go to the cable box to check it out, and I move the cable box, and a gang of roaches dash out that motherfucker. Cause that's the thing. The cable boxes are hot, and the roaches are trying to stay warm. So it's a gang of roaches come flying up out this thing, and I'm like, oh God. Now, you know what I mean? I grew up in Deep East Oak, so I've had experience with roaches, but damn, bro, like really messy ass houses. Then I go back to the back room to check the other cable box in the back room. Dusty ass nigga laying up in the bed with his drawers on, sagging. She laying down next to him. I'm like, you guys want me to come back and, come back later? They're like, no, just go ahead. They still laying in the bed, and I'm working on a cable box. Funky dude laying in the bed, like nigga.shit.com, bro. Like, come on, log on. I'm like, I'm trying to log off. But no, check it out. This is the craziest part, right?
Mm-hmm.
I look down at the nightstand next to the cable box. Funky dude laying in the bed. She laying up next to him. And I see what looks like a to-do list, right? The to-do list is like It's the girl writing what she gonna do. And she talking about, I'm gonna take my son to school. I'm like, it's already like 10. What are you doing? You still laying in the bed. I'm gonna take my son to school. It was a couple of things, but one of the things specifically said, I'm gonna give him some if he acting right. She had
Whoa.
that on the to-do list,
Wait,
my
wait, wait,
dude.
wait, 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 wait. On the so okay, so let me just go back and recap. Hella roaches coming out. No. Ugly girl outside, face like a catcher's mitt. Ooh, what's your name? You go in. Hella roaches in the cable box. You installing it. You go in the room. Funky ass dude, draw sagging. You like, should I come back later? No. Keep on going. And then there's a to-do list at 10 o'clock. Take your kids to school. Motherfucker ain't went to school. Then put on the to-do list. I'm gonna give him some if he acting right. That's on the to-do list, right?
That's on the to-do list, my dude.
Sure I was recapping on. Okay, so let me at this time, right? When you you're doing one of these roaches and this shit, what was your mind going? What was you thinking in your mind about where your life was at this point? What the fuck were you thinking about?
I'm thinking, bro, I got to get out of this job. I got to get out of this field. This has nothing to do with the kind of creative stuff I really want to be doing.
Okay.
Doing art, doing music, real shit for the culture. This is a dead ass type of joint. Like, what, I'm going to be a technician for 20 years. I know cats that's still doing that same ass job. I'm like, bro, I got to get out of this. It's, no.
Mm-hmm. So
it's crazy, man.
So then tell me about another story. Another story? What the fuckery? Again, no other story? No other.
Oh,
no
man,
other
I mean, just
nigga
crazy
shit.
shit like this. Like, bruh, crazy shit like this. No, I mean, just simple shit, but just dangerous that'll really put your life in perspective. Like, pull up on a job. This is Richmond. Power lines. They got the cable drops from the house to the power lines. We had to climb up telephone poles. If y'all ain't never climbed up a damn telephone pole, you got to put the little things on there and climb up with the boots. And
Okay.
this damn near a storm about to happen. And it's like, bro, I can't climb this. You chirp into your manager, hey, it's about to storm. I can't do this drop. And they're like, well, it ain't raining yet. Go ahead and do it. So we climbing telephone poles. Storm is coming in. It's about to start raining. You question if you guys gonna get struck by lightning. Just wild shit like that. You know what I mean? Just shit that's really gonna make you like, bro, my life is at risk. And they want me to do this. I got 5 more jobs to pull up on. They on my head and talking about, well, you don't get off till the work is done. I'm like, no, dude, no, dead end ass shit. I can't do it. Just simple shit, but you know what I mean? Really put your life in perspective. Like, I cannot continue turning in my life to these folks who don't give a shit about me. If y'all know about Comcast cable companies, they don't give a shit about nothing but that big ass bill they're gonna give you at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah. Let me talk about this. So you're doing this. You had that experience and something similar. What was your plan? I mean, because you knew you had talent and stuff like that. What was your plan to eventually break away from this particular job so that you could do other things? How were you going to get here? How were you going to get to where you were now? What were you thinking about how to do it?
So keep in mind, at the same time I'm doing this, I'm still doing my events, I'm still doing my music stuff, doing graphic design work for different clients here and there. I'm thinking I got to build up a portfolio, but this job really is, you don't get off till the work is done, and it's wearing your ass out, eating real unhealthy. Bruh, I'll weigh like 180 right now. At my heaviest, I was 265, eating fast food, McDonald's, McGriddles, fries and shit every damn morning, soda, hella unhappy. This is my early to mid 30s. See what I mean? Just to put it all in perspective. I'm like, I got to get out of this field. We would call in to like activate cable boxes, and we'd be talking to the people, kind of hollering at the little chicks because they sound real good too. You know, I know you know.
Something. Yeah, you know, I know.
And I'm thinking, wait a minute, what is this department y'all doing? What do y'all really do? Where are y'all located? They're like, oh, we over here in Livermore. All we really do is sit here and just handle like tier 2 tech support and just push through the modems and connect the shit for you guys. I'm like, y'all got positions over there? Let me come pull up on that. So I just networked with them tough, like I do. My network game is strong. And a few months later, wiggled up out of there and was like, hey, y'all, I'm leaving the field. All the other guys I worked with was like, what? You pulled a G move. You're going to be working on the other end. I was like, hey, y'all didn't see the vision. I was like, at this point, I work a set. I get off at a specific time. That means I got more time, more bandwidth to work on the other shit I need to be doing. So I pushed off the field shit, went to the back office, tier 2 tech support. So I'm sitting at a desk now. I got internet in front of me. I can help promote my own events and whatnot. Got into work at that Livermore site. I'm working half the day, blazing through the work. Other half of the day, researching articles on YouTube, promoting my other events and whatnot, stepping up, brought my other computer in, was working on graphic design shit for other projects, milking Comcast, you feel me? Already thinking ahead, like how I'm going to do this. Did that even for a couple of years more. Peep game, though. They fucked around and ended up laying off whole departments and was like, you want to move to Colorado? I was like, hell nah. They laid us off, gave us a little package, wiggled a little bit, took some of that momentum, did a little bit of independent freelance work for the North Face, you know, the North Face brand. That was dope. Leveled my whole shit up, put some more notches on my resume, wiggled a little bit. Then that fell off. Then I had to go to that solar company. It was another punk ass job. And in 2014, I came back with the music tip, the clothing type stuff I'm doing, my urban media brand, and started popping off this day party shit, downtown Oakland, Era Art Bar and Lounge, and it changed my life. This is me taking the music, the culture, the community work, tying it together with the brand, the fashion.
Let's stop right there. Because somebody might miss something. Tying in all of these things, because that's kind of what I do right here on YouTube with low but my fuckery. Let's talk about tying all the things together to create something that's just a really unstoppable machine. Why was that important, tying all those skills together to create something that popped off and changed your life?
Wow, that's a big question. And unfortunately, it's because it is. There's a lot of fuckery that's going on within our community. I'm really big on trying to build with Black folks. And you know what it is. Everybody got that grind out here in the Bay, but a lot of people is about kicking it, partying, fucking around, chasing chicks, doing all this extra ass shit. So a lot of things I had to do as pretty much a one-man show, despite my efforts trying to bring other people in. So for me, it was important to bring all these cultural things together. The music scene was getting more trapified, more ratcheted out, more niggified. You know what it is here in the Bay.
Yeah, absolutely.
The mainstream shit was taking over. I'm like, I really want to lock in that soul, that real shit coming out of the Bay, that funk, that soul. Like, you know what I mean? Like that real shit, the real Black American music, and creating an environment where I could do that, bringing people to different venues. All the parties I would do would always have like a live music element. I really wanted to lock that in. So we're doing the parties, we're doing the fashion, the clothing, streetwear, really trying to do some Black owned business. But me having to spread myself thin, covering all these bases because I couldn't really build a team because they like, well, I want instant money or I want to be the man. I want to be the dude. I'm like, dude, calm down. It's crazy, bro. So it's important to really bring all of these different things together. And of course, since I had the graphic design background, I'm designing all the flyers. And at that point, I already had a little bit of video design skills as well. But a good homie of mine who I knew from years ago shot some like videos, recap videos for it. So it really dawned on me, okay, we can make this thing a multimedia brand and really hit people over the head. Because, you know, Black folks love entertainment, love partying. Oh, yeah. So how can we really draw people in with the party shit, but really try to educate them on some real culture shit before it really just gets real dumbed down with this mainstream shit? This is right before the trap wave was taking over. You see what I'm saying? So I caught it at a real good time. I made a little name for myself doing this stuff out here. And that's how I was able to kind of parlay it over from leaving my last day job to doing this type of stuff full time. Now I make more money than I've ever made, ever, with more freedom and more time and more ability to pick and choose what I want to do.
Okay.
Than most people I know. Just turned 40, bruh, it's beautiful.
Let me talk to you about this. I want to get back to a certain part in the conversation where, before we kind of get to the, not being able to build a team, and bringing it all together. But let's talk about, obviously you're working for Comcast, which I worked for a big company similar to that in that area. When you get off work, you're very, very tired. It's a commute in the Bay Area if you're not using the BART. Even if you are using the BART, that's still commuting, you're working long hours. How do you stay motivated to still do this separate business when you're already working so many hours with Comcast and you have a physical labor? So what was keeping you fueled in, obviously you were being healthy, but you're still doing other work there. What kept you, and how did you manage still to keep your clientele coming even though you were tired sometimes?
Yeah, I've always been growing up. I was always like a nerd, really. And although I was always social and, in a mix with stuff, I was always to myself more or less. So I was never really that dude who was big on like popularity type shit. always about the art. And then when I started rapping, this like in high school, always doing the freestyle back stuff. So I was able to be real social and outgoing, but at the same time, deep down, I'm just an art nerd. So balance that passion to really just be creative is what fueled me. And when I did leave out of the field to that desk job, I made a commitment to myself to be about my health. So while I'm at work, I'm researching so much stuff on detoxifying my body, eating more healthy, working out, different workout methodologies, practicing myself on schedule. So that was a real big turning point in my life. Really keeping my energy up. So, but that passion to be creative and understanding these folks are going to pin you down. Black folks, we got to figure out a way to not just be pinned down by these corporations. They want specifically to just put ourselves in where we are a slave labor force to what we need. This is exactly why I go so big on the whole procreation thing. I'm like, I know what they're doing, and I've dodged that bullet. And I see a lot of people struggling and just do what they got to do because they got all these responsibilities. Luckily for myself, I dodged those bullets and was able to stay motivated and keep my freedom to where I can have the kind of impacts that I do now. But to your point, it's really just about that creative passion, just to stay creative and to get some art out and really do some culture shit. Like that's really in me. I have a big heart about that. Maybe it's corny, I don't know, but I have fun doing it and I literally live off it now. And it's a great thing. It's an excellent feeling. I can just holler at you right now. I get my client work turned in. I'm good. I legit just finished a project right now. It's rendering right now as we speak. It's dope, man. I love it.
Let me do a shout out to brother Mark Daniel, man. Always been supporting brother out of the Tennessee area for $5 super chat. Let me kind of take you back a little bit. All right, now I'm I don't know if you know this, but I know you're in video production. We're launching. If you look way up there in my if you look up in my up on my cabinet here on my closet, you see that's the it's an older. I just bought this. It's an older Canon 80D. There's some Rode mics. What I'm about to ask you is this: video and equipment is expensive. I'm finding that shit out right now. It's expensive to do if you have the MacBooks, the Sony Vegases. I mean, Dima, who edits my Thirst box, this is an expensive thing, man. To do this. How do you? I mean, what's your plan for even getting into the equipment and learning the business? I mean, obviously, you're probably. I mean, are you using like Black Magic cameras for your stuff, or what do you use for your things? And how do you prepare for those changes in equipment? What's old and what you need to get new? How do you gauge that?
Man, again, it's about having that bandwidth to be able to research craft. Again, just kind of being a nerd about it and having that passion for it. You're gonna want to soak up hours and hours of research and understand, especially when it's to your livelihood and to your freedom. That's what it's really about. Even more than making money, it's about the freedom to really not have to commute, not to get sidetracked. But I mean, you want to research anything online, dude. We got the ultimate tool, supercomputer in your hand. I say it all the time. There's no excuse. You can research the hell out of anything. This type of shit right here, bruh. I really peeped game on this a few years back. Sony changed the game with these mirrorless cameras, small body, real compact. You don't need a Black Magic. This right here was 2 G's. That's a nice little chunk of money for some people. But I mean, I do pro work with this thing. And it's like, bro, the kind of work I do, 2 G's is a proper investment. Plus, that's a write-off for you. You get your camera, you get your lenses, Adobe. I use Adobe products, been rocking Adobe stuff for years. So it made sense for me to just use Premiere, was going to use Final Cut. Then when I got into Cinema 4D, After Effects with the motion graphics stuff, bro, it was game over. Because I'm like, I've been doing graphic design, motion graphics, animation stuff, like what you see watching the NBA, that kind of stuff, and transitions, whole explainer videos. That market alone is enough. So my whole life is just tech shit, just gear. You know what I mean? Just I geek out over this type of stuff. Like, what can I get? Like, camera bodies, bro, like coming out on shoots, gimbals, just researching. That's what it is, really being about your craft. That's why I talk about this a lot on my channel. Focus on really being about some shit that can make yourself a resource for yourself and for your people, and you'll love your life, and it won't be shit to research this. But you have to step out a little bit and make those investments, and don't be fearful. You won't be fearful if you know you got to grind it out. You see what I'm saying? You got a nice little cushy fallback plan. You're more likely to just, go trick off and fuck off on the weekend.
Let me let me talk about how do you differentiate. I mean, somebody in the chat asked a good question. You know, hey, there's a lot of guys that are talented and probably doing the same thing that you're doing. How do you differentiate yourself from other people in a niche that is very competitive?
And actually, I'll think real quick too. For anybody who's wanting to get into like the video media game, I mean, bro, a lot of the camera phones these days got top-notch cameras. I know folk now got a gimbal for the camera phone and are shooting professional gigs just to run that. Now, to the degree of, Shay again knows what this is. I'm in a big market here in the Bay Area. There's a lot of people doing graphic design work, video work, but lesser people are doing motion graphic work. So it's kind of like freelance motion design, video editing, hybrid that together. You can create a nice little lane doing that in a big marketplace like the Bay Area or in a smaller marketplace too, because these companies need that. What it is you position yourself to let them know you have something that can put them on par with even bigger corporations, and you can do it for a lesser rate than some of these big firms. That's how I found my niche, being able to bundle together these kind of services. Like, I'm gonna hook up your video, I'm gonna take your branding, the logo, I'm gonna make it move, I'm gonna make it dance, I'm gonna incorporate it, lower thirds, I'm gonna shoot your interviews, whole packages. Plus, since I already do my own branding work, I can show them what I do. This type of stuff, all heart, all hustle, baby. It's legitimately that. All studios, you see the all, we do it all. So I show my clients this and they're like, God, I see what you're doing for your own business. You can come do that for us? Absolutely. In fact, I can have even more fun with it because this is my shit. But y'all logo, let me take that apart, break that apart. Let me make it move a little bit. Let me come shoot this. So that's how you really can get your own little lane with it. It's just being creative and standing out. That's what it is. And just staying on that grind, like being on it, being on it, being on it. When people see you, always be working, always be with a camera. So people relate you psychologically with being about your work.
Let me ask you this. Being a talented filmmaker or producer is one thing, but getting new clients though, I mean, I know that's where a lot of people struggle within business, is getting new people. I mean, unfortunately, in the business that I'm dealing in, I just got to get people to watch my shit or read the articles, and I mean, like, that solves a problem. But some businesses where you're trying to sell your products or services, you have to kind of get new people and new eyeballs on your stuff. How do you do that? Because you're a one-man team. How are you continually getting people who don't know about you to know about you?
Man, I mean, truth be told, again, maybe I'm lucky. I'm in a bigger market. I've done things to really set myself apart. Like I was telling you, the whole story of what I'm doing with my whole urban media brand type stuff, that actually has afforded me a whole lot of client work, being visible out in the scene out here, networking with folks, and just kind of that track record. Every time people see me, they see me with this, they see me with a gimbal. So when they think, oh, who needs a videographer? AM1. Oh, hit him up. Or, you know what I mean? Like, it's a psychological thing.
Okay.
But for the most part, bruh, I'll break it down to you like this. In the past 2 years, grinding, working, ramping up my client list. And I haven't even finished doing my whole new AM1 site. I just finally finished my AM1 logo. I sent that to you in that email. Now I open the floodgate the whole site up. So it's really about just staying busy. I haven't even got new business cards yet. This is literally me staying busy, just word of mouth. When you really about your shit and you're on top of it, bro, the work keeps flowing. And if you stay on it and really, know how to speak, know how to deliver, stay on point with it. That's what I'm trying to tell folks. You got to stay focused. I don't know. That's kind of the least of my worries, to truth be told. Like, I'm at a point now where I get to say no to projects. I'm like, nah, I'm not really taking that one on. Nah. No. And then you start to up your dollar amounts on these things. Man, when I get the new site up, it's game over, bro. I'm not touching a project for less than 10, 15 racks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that. Not even on a brag note. I mean, you know what it is. The Bay is like that. So much money out here. So much money to be made. But there's a whole lot of excuses out here and a whole lot of I want to play. Can't have it. How
do you deal with those sort of clients? And do most of those tend to be black? How do you deal with those people?
Oh God. Okay. So, I mean, I do work for the most part, most of my client roster is 60, 70% people of color, if not specifically black. The white folks that I do work for, they come to me because they want my flavor. They want black owned business, black owned media production, because they want my style, my flavor, the way I put the soul in the game, the creativity. All the stuff that I do is born from straight hip hop, black American music flavor. So, and they want that. That's the hot shit, right? And everybody knows they need content. Everybody got their business up and running. Everybody's on IG, Snapchat, YouTube, Facebook. Bruh, it's raining business out here, and they want the soul. Dealing with a lot of black folks out here though, underfinanced. So I shouldn't even say this, but a lot of others ain't gonna watch this. But I really try to make an unfair advantage and cut deals for my people. For better or for worse. Sometimes it bites me in the ass, so where I'm like, man, fuck all this shit. I just gotta go for money. But I know the setbacks that our people have suffered, and I understand how we're underfunded. So I try to really get that in on this community note like that, and make it work so we can all grow together. You know what I mean? I'm blessed in that way to where it keeps coming. So if I can shave a little bit off to help this along, it creates a dope relationship to where I have more continuity. If I can help them grow, they're more likely to stay with me. Client list keeps expanding. And I'm able to be now in a position where I'm getting other younger folks in their 20s, some gigs here and there, same kind of contract work. So I'm really out here in the town building, putting other people half my age in a position to win on some legit money and pay some real bills. You know what I mean? Like, this shit is real. It's real work, man. It's really gratifying in that sense, making myself a resource for my people. But it is hard dealing with too many niggas. Too many niggas come in with their hands out. Hey, can you do such and such for me? All I got is a couple of hundred. I'm like, I want to help you, but if I spend a day doing this, then that's a day I'm not doing this, and I can't make myself a resource in the same way. So you gotta treat it right and respect my time to a certain degree. Feel me?
Okay. So guys, do me a favor. And for those of you who have not subscribed to AM1, do me a favor and hit the link on his description there. Let me go ahead and put his link there. Get the likes up. I need about 22 people to like the video real quick. And guys, go ahead and subscribe to him. And I guess, oh shit, LAR Movement just showing love with AM1 Tech Curry. Shout out to him. LAR Movement. We about to go live real quick in about 5 minutes. Let me just ask you this, man. There's a lot of negativity out there, and we were talking about a little bit earlier. Sometimes here on Black YouTube, sometimes in Black America. But there are good brothers like you out there. There are good brothers like a lot of people out there. How do you? What advice do you have for people that are sometimes come around in negativity?
Man, again, if you stay in focus, staying on your purpose. Who says that? AMS says stay on your purpose. Stay focused. Be about some shit for real. Be about empowering yourself, not on some selfish level, but empower yourself to make yourself a resource for your people. I've done a lot of dumbass shit in my 20s, blowing a gang of weed, pitching a little bit, doing some things that I shouldn't even talk about, being in some grimy areas, it is around the Bay. But changing my life around, not being around niggas doing dumb shit, not being out here chasing a gang of chicks, throwing my dick in everything that moves, staying focused. Here I am now, 40, no kids, more freedom than I could know. Just keep yourself out of the drama, avoiding women who are going to try to arm twist you into all these society ideas, and just stay networking, stay focused. Coming here on YouTube like this, you one of the first people I tapped in, you specifically. And I'm looking to network with a lot of other people you network with. I'm like, see, this is what it is. Like, people that's really tapping in, get them likes up, drop a super chat. Like Oshay knows, I came in and was like, you know what? He's doing some real dope things. I'll throw some money at this. Right. You know what I mean? Like, really supporting my people. Shout out to my dude, Gab. He hit up my website at allstudiosoak.com. He hit up my site. That's my brand shit, the All brand shit, All Studios. We do multimedia. It's the same shit. Urban Black media. People talk about Black business, Black media. We got folks out here actually doing it for real. Black owned and controlled shit. Everything you look at, all of my content is made from a dude you're seeing right here, from the mind of a person who's saying, hey, let's show our people in a positive light versus what the mainstream is going to show you. Mainstream media is not your friend. So as far as with the negativity here, I came in here trying to network with folks thinking, oh, Black YouTube, let me get it in, like the way I do it here in Oakland. and encountered some positivity, but quickly realized, damn, it's some high school drama shit, the same kind of stuff that's going on out in the clubs out here. Who dating who doing this? Everybody mad. It's somebody getting at this person. I'm like, man, we got to be using these tools to help elevate and really get it in with the next person and help level them up. It's a serious game, you know. It's not a game. It's serious business, bruh. White man on our neck. If you want to believe in a WS system, resource supremacy system, they got the resources. We got to sort it out. We got to unify on that level. We can do this thing to be entertaining, crack jokes and whatnot, R&R style, but 80-20 rule, 90-10 rule, we got to get serious about a craft and a skill, empowering ourselves before we worry about who owes you something or whatever. You know what I mean? The negativity shit, gender war, whatever, all that got to stop. Let's use this thing for real. I'm looking to network with folks. I got skills and trades. What y'all got? It's hard to network with somebody who ain't got shit but a gang of drama.
Oh man. And Steve Hamilton, I would like to talk to him about an intro video. How could he get in contact with you?
Put easiest your email way to get at me.
Or I'll put it right there.
I'll do this. The easiest way to get at me directly, and that's folks who have done this on my live streams. Go follow All Studios Oak on Instagram and just DM me. I'm that dude. You can really hit me. There's a lot of cats who've done it who I still need to catch up with.
Wait. What's the Instagram?
I've been having
all what now?
All Studios Oak.
Okay. ALLSTUDIOS Oak, like Oakland. Oh, okay.
Exactly. All Studios Oak. Okay. So that's basically all my setup. AllStudiosOak.com. Okay. All Studios Oak on Twitter, on IG. Just drop me a DM. I'm that dude. Like the same way I'm talking to Oshay right now. Hit me up. And I'm always happy to share info. I'm always happy to do business. This is how I network, man. For real. Like, do it. Don't let this shit just be some entertainment. We got enough of that. Black folks are entertained to death. Bruh, you gotta do it. All Studios Oak, man.
All right. So, I mean, anything else you want to tell to your famous fans, man? You know what I'm saying, about, you know, what you got going on and everything. And
man, just had the shop studio space. About to pull up on another shop space real soon. About to really press the issue on the brand, the All Studios brand, since we just had the shop. My client work, I got my own urban media company. That's the All brand. So two different things. One hand shakes the other hand sometimes, for the most part. Really trying to get it in with my people and looking at some of this Black YouTube stuff, seeing at some of the stuff that's going on in town. They want it to be Wakanda forever, but everybody wants to be on some trap life. So at this point, we really got to start tapping in with the folks who are really about building versus all the drama. It's easy to do drama. It's harder to really hone into some skills and drill down in that. It ain't as glamorous, but I guarantee you, if you stay focused, don't fall into traps, you can really have it all. Like you can get out here. And this is especially for the young men out here, because I'm definitely Black male first. Man, it's so much going on. Like the media stuff you can create. I don't know if you can see that. Have it all. Like, man, go look at the site. You'll see the kind of stuff I built. There's no excuses. White man is on our head. Resource supremacy system on our head. Gotta get it in. Big up to cats like Oshay creating these kind of platforms. I appreciate you bringing me on. Let me holler at these folks and be long-winded as fuck. You know, corny ass light skinned dudes from the town gotta get it in real quick, because you know.
Oh my god.
But no, for real, I really do appreciate you. And you know, we want Black business, we want Black media. Support that shit. Go to the site, pull up on something, fire off a little order. I'll send you a little extra little bonus. Going into 19, we doing more music projects. We tapping in with Oshay, you know about like Jamla, Ninth Wonder, Rhapsody. You know about that whole crew over there?
I heard about Ninth Wonder before. Ninth Wonder from like North Carolina somewhere?
Exactly. Little Brother, Ninth Wonder, Foreign Exchange, a lot of that. I really rock with a lot of that classic style hip hop, the future soul type stuff. About to tap in with some of those artists, get into some music releases, more visual media content. Like, bruh, we about to go heavy in 19, extra tough with the All brand, All Studios. Just having a blast, man. Having fun with it, being as free as we can be. Making some dough, bro. So much money to be made out here. Stay focused, people. Stay fucking focused. About to be tapping in with Oshay and the Negro Manosphere shit. You know what I mean? That's coming too.
I'm gonna come fuck with you when I come to back to Cali. I'm gonna drive up there. So you know what I'm saying. Jamala is a squad. Shout out to everybody, all the new people. I see we got some new folks here, guys. We got another show on my other channel. Are White Women Easy? The Brother Peel. So go over there. Everybody that's here right now, go to Oshay Vlogcast. We're getting ready to go live in exactly 5 minutes. All right. So everybody is watching right here. Go to Oshay Vlogcast. Are White Women Easy? We got a call-in show. You guys can call in and talk about the topic tonight. We got some really great shows all week. We're gonna be talking about the thought audit tomorrow, probably. So yeah, make sure you check that out. So go to the Oshay Vlogcast channel, everybody, right now. And again, brother AM1, thank you so much, man, for coming on. Shout out to my man Tony Macy of Power and Strategy. I gotta call my brother. And again, super chat me and I'll go donate to my PayPal. How about fuck you? Time out. I'm already small. All right. Peace out, y'all.